suspension. I drove it so fast that I blew out the engine. I kept it too real ever since the beginning. I play offensive D, I might switch my position. Lil' mama.
It's Madden NFL 23. And coming up, we'll see DK Metcalf. It was a nice line for him a week ago, reaching the century mark and scoring a touchdown. It's the Cardinals and the Vikings, just ahead on EA Sports.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Arizona Cardinals and the Minnesota Vikings. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Cardinals here, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
Closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by Sam Darnold in his 5th year now out of USC.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effect.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Here we go.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Garoppolo into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Chad Muma, and the Cards force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Man coming off a washout 2021. It's Travis Etienne. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. Fourth down, out comes the punter, Drew Chrisman. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Vikings will take over here first and 10. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
They're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. To throw is Garoppolo. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. They'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his 2nd interception.
And now out comes Minnesota.
Here we go.
And, partner, I know so far, we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. He'll take this to the 46. The Vikings at 2-4 here in the first half of the year. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance, get your fresh legs back.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. picked by Chad Muma. And the Cardinals are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And he'll go down at the 28. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
A give, it's Etienne off the option. Stopped short of the 25. The second effort couldn't fray him. Xavier Howard up to make the tackle. Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2. As they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Etienne once more. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. That is caught. It's Uzomah. Touchdown. C.J. Uzomah. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point put through by Succop, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Jimmy Garoppolo and the rest of his offense ready for their next possession. He's been picked off twice in this ball game already. We'll try to sort things out here as they begin with the 1st down.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 11.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Patterson complete. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Garoppolo over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. His first catch. Good for 9 and a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Mixing up the middle. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. Open man, there is Patterson complete. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Now Garoppolo. And incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. Garoppolo looks to throw. And he's got it to Patterson, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 25-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. And Lewis has it, the tight end. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Okay, interception last drive. There he hits the... Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time. Derwin James with a pick. And the Cards are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a first down. A shotgun snap and again to Etienne. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. From just shy of midfield, Darnold. Got an open man, that's C.J. Uzomah. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Throwing again on 2nd down. Darnold. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back and out and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion. But he certainly didn't like what he saw from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defensive credit, coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points. But then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
On second down, a run with Patterson. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The Vikings in the hurry up. They're hustling up to the line. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Looking to throw again on second down. Garoppolo. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one.
And Mixon not going to get there. Running into a wall here, and they'll stop him short. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, good work in that first half. More from you guys in a minute. But first, let's get to some scores right here on the day before Halloween. We'll start at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium, an NFC South matchup between Atlanta and Carolina. And it's the Panthers who are out in front. Terry McLaurin, a touchdown reception. Next, we head north to Philly to check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And you can see they trail in that matchup against the Pittsburgh Steelers. A touchdown run for Najee Harris. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou. Check in on the Saints at home at the Caesars Superdome. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Raiders. Julio Jones, a touchdown reception. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Cardinals. And even though they've got the lead, they're likely going over ways they can improve the running game, as they didn't find a whole lot of success in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break. Final adjustments being made in the locker rooms. We're just about ready for the second half from Minneapolis. And for the call, let's rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Here comes Jimmy Garoppolo now to lead his offense back out there. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates.
Here we go.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
65.
Garoppolo now. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
A Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. So here are the Cardinals to take over. They fell in their ball game last week. That was a loss to the Saints, but they're on top here as they begin this drive. Now ETN to start the drive. And pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down, no gain on the play. 2nd down coming up. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Oh, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. ETN up the middle. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Back to throw, Darnold. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. And they'll go again with ETN. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Meanwhile, Darnold's throw caught here by Metcalf. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Running out of the gun with ETN. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Darnold on 3rd down. Open man is Uzomah. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches. Straight ahead, ETN. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A shotgun snap for Darnold. There's a short one caught by Uzomah. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 2. To throw is Darnold. Toward the sideline, and he will have the 1st down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new... From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Back to the ground with ETN. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. A handoff for ETN. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Darnold. Buying time to his left. There's Smith. He's got it along the sideline. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Fournette will take this one in. It's a Cardinal touchdown. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
Here we go, here we go. Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. 2nd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Garoppolo. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Play action. Garoppolo. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Garoppolo on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. 20. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football. What a play. The big man comes up. Arizona Cardinals, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score.